Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wild Wednesday, where we share words of wisdom. Happy New Year to you. If I have not said Happy New Year, I hope that you all are having a productive New Year and it's starting off great for you. Um, so we're gonna go into our topic, and the title of our topic today is "Acknowledge the Power of One." Acknowledge the power of one. We know one means single. If it's more than one, it's plural. But we're going to talk today about the power of one. And one is powerful when we're talking about um, being true to something and being committed to something and sticking it out to the end. We have to acknowledge the power of one. We have heard, many of us, maybe my age bracket and on up, our grandmothers and moms and people say, take it one day at a time. One day at a time. That's so key, you know. And we have to look at things from that viewpoint, from that standpoint, from that perspective, taking it one day at a time, taking it one moment at a time, one season at a time, one step at a time, one conversation at a time, one course at a time. Because when you notice, when you're doing it one at a time, you're more effective, you can be more efficient, you can commit to that thing and see it throughout its fruition, and it will blossom and it will be something great. But when you try to handle too many things at one time, something gets lacking. Somewhere, something will be lacking. So that's why I wanted to emphasize acknowledging the power of one. Because too often we're juggling too many things in our hands, and we're creating this juggling act, and we're trying to hold everything up. We're trying to keep it up in the air, and we find ourselves not able to juggle all of those things. You know why? Like I said, something is lacking. Something will be lacking, and you want to focus your energies on that one project, that one vision, that one dream, that one, because when you can be effective with that one, imagine how powerful that would be if you just use that one idea, that one invention, that one exercise, that one thing that you focus on until you finish it, until you see the manifestation of that thing in its entirety, in its full capacity. Imagine how powerful that would be if you would do just that. Because when you think about it, the consequences, I'm sorry, I got my sinuses draining and all of that, but the consequences of not focusing or acknowledging on that one, or the power of one, what happens is you start getting overwhelmed. Because you, like I said, you creating this juggling act for yourself. You got more than one thing going on at one time, and you just cannot. You cannot do it. I mean, it just becomes laborious. It becomes disheartening. It becomes discouraging. Some people even get depressed because they got so much going on. They start having these stressful situations, and sometimes they end up not doing anything because they've overexerted themselves. You can't be in two places at one time. I know you've heard that. You can only be in one place at one time. You cannot be everywhere and do everything at one time. We're not God. God can do that. He's omniscient. He's all-knowing. He's omnipotent, meaning that he's all-powerful. And he's omnipresent. He can be everywhere at one time. Us humans, his sons and daughters, his children, we can't do that. We cannot do that. Matter of fact, if we try to do that, and manage it over a period of time, you will break yourself down. You will start seeing a decline in your health. You see a decline in whatever you put in your hands to do, because you cannot seem to focus on that one thing that you're passionate about, that one thing that you're driven towards, that one thing that has been providing financial support for you, increase for you, blessings for you. You cannot seem to focus on it because you're wrapping your mind around all of this stuff that I gotta do, and I gotta do it all at one time. No, 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 no. Acknowledge the power of one. Take it one day at a time, one step at a time. In this season, we got to do that. It is so vital right now, because we need to adopt this concept. One, the power of one, and be focused on that one till we can carry that thing out and see the full manifestation of this thing. Because like I said, all this anxiety, you get irritable because you got so much going on. Then you start getting frustrated and you get off balance. And when you get off balance, nothing's going right. It's almost like the woman that's in the house, the upset spouse that's in the house, or the woman, of course, we say the woman. If she's not happy, nobody's happy. You know what I'm saying? So there's no balance there. No balance. And then you get irregular because things are not happening the way that it should, because everything's out of whack. Everything is chaotic. Everything is just sporadic. You're just doing, you're just going, you ill prepared. There's no structure. There's no order there. And when you're not recognizing and acknowledging the power of one, that will happen. But let's slow down, y'all. Let's reevaluate some things. Let's just look at our life and just see what is going on. What are my hands on? I want to focus on the things that are most important to me, the things that I can do with my hands that are effective. And I want to focus on that one thing. And I want you all to do that too, is search yourself to see if you can find out what it is that you're passionate about. What is that thing that you are driven to do? Drive it, do it. Don't let nothing stop you, and be encouraged and go for it. Acknowledge the power of one. God bless you, and we'll be back for another Wild Wednesday, guys. Bye-bye.